Hello everybody and welcome to Toyah and Robert's Objects of Desire.
We have a few precious things for our chums out there this week.
And we haven't told each other what the other is going to be exhibiting, so I'm very excited. Robert, you're holding something up.
Now, this is a photocopy of the original, which is currently in the DGM archive and should be returned to me in the next couple of days.
And what is it?
This is a receipt for 5 Deutschmarks in the German Democratic Republic for going through Checkpoint Charlie on the 31st of July 1977. Now, what was I doing going through Checkpoint Charlie at that time? David Bowie was giving me a little sightseeing tour at the end of my contribution, my 2 or 3 days recording Heroes. So we went through Checkpoint Charlie and into the close proximity of East Berlin to West Berlin, which was pretty glitzy. So that you would think, oh, East Berlin is actually very much like West Berlin, relatively wealthy, very westernized, but if you kept going a little bit further, it changed rapidly. Now, the next question is, what is this around my neck?
And what is it?
Well, this is the guitar that I use on Heroes, and would you please pull this one over, little lovey? So let's see what this is. This is David and Brian, there is Eno, and a guitarist in the middle. And I only recently discovered this while undoing my archive a little here and tidying things. And I forgot when I was given this large blow-up of this particular photo.
Now, I love it, and you don't have pictures of yourself around the house. If you had this framed and we had it in our kitchen, I would welcome it on a wall.
I'll give it thought, dear. But anyway, look, those are my precious things for this week with a story attached.
I started travelling through East Berlin to West Berlin towards the end of 77, 78 and 79. That's the only way a tour bus could get to West Berlin for us to do a gig. And my band was so riled by what was going on in East Berlin. On many occasions, all 6 of us would pull our trousers down and press our bare backsides against the window, because all along the route of East Berlin were soldiers watching you, and they were covered all from head to toe in white, and they just stood there. Now, we were made angry about the fact that they had to stand there without food or water and not move, and that we were watched every inch of the way. And on one occasion, we were stopped, and the whole bus was searched, and we were told never to do that again in quite terrifying terms, and we kind of travelled in silence to Berlin. Yes.
For our chums abroad, there is an English expression for this, it's called mooning.
Yes, we were mooning. Very popular. Happens many a time at rock concerts.
Well, I didn't tell my wife that I had some memorabilia, some precious things from Heroes in Berlin. What is this then, lovey?
Well, I had no idea you were going to talk about Bowie and Berlin. So I was given this by my makeup artist, Sean Chapman, and I'm sure it's quite a common reproduced piece now. But when he gave it me at least 10 years ago, I'd never seen anything like it, and it's a face cast of David Bowie from the time of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. So this is in my office. I see it every day. I appreciate it every day. And even if it is mass produced, it's David Bowie at a time where I really needed his work and his light in my life. It was fabulous. Now, I have another thing I want to show, and it's something I bought in 1977, and it's by an artist I discovered when I walked into this strange shop in Notting Hill called Strange Ways that exhibited a lot of brand new artists at their time, and they're one-off, limited edition, sometimes artwork from pottery to painted books to actual wall hangings. And I don't like the cover of this. It scares me. And it's by J.R.
H.R. Geiger.
Geiger.
Wow.
So this was 1977. Now, this was a limited edition printed book of his work. For me, it was mind-blowing. It so inspired an album of mine called Blue Meaning, the bleakness of it, and also my first writings on sheep farming in Barnet. But here is a signature. Now, it is printed. This is not an original signature, but because this is a limited edition, it's worth about 100 quid, or it was just before lockdown. And then in 1979, I saw the film Alien for the first time, put 2 and 2 together, that Geiger was the extraordinary artist that created Alien. And I just thought, wow, because I don't know about you out there, but I think Alien and the series of Alien films are the most perfect science fiction horror films ever made. How about you?
When I first saw Alien in 1979, I believe it was in Texas on the Frippatronics tour of America. And when the monster burst out of James Hurt, I screamed out loud in the cinema.
John Hurt, yes. I saw a late night showing, Leicester Square. It was midnight. We came out of that cinema at 2 in the morning, and it's the first time I've ever looked up at the night sky and been afraid. Powerful stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are our objects of desire. And I have to say, Mr. Fripps has really just taken my breath away.
You always take my breath away, lovey.
Well, thank you. So we wish you love, luck, health and happiness. And what are we doing tomorrow, Robert?
I shall say nothing other than it's at 12 o'clock.
It's very, very shiny. And it's by a band fronted by a very brilliant woman. And we're so excited about this song. We will see you out there, ladies and gentlemen. Mwah!
Cheers from Robert.
And from Toyah.